What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff, and today we're back playing some more Tyranny. In the last episode, we entered the old walls and started doing some stuff there. We need to go back and tell some people their magical helmet isn't working. Because magical helmets be crazy, yo. The subterfuge. That's another word that just like my brain can't decide how it wants to say it. Because it's like I described it before, but it's like subtle. But then subterfuge doesn't sound right to me. We've already had this conversation. I apologize. Uh-oh, some people are dead. That's not good. The Mage Bane gone. The Bane are free to spill out of the old walls. So someone stole the Mage Bane. We know how. We now know why the Bane were able to escape. What happened here? Fatebinder, we need your help. Raytamon took the Mage Bane helmet while you were in the old walls. When Saretha tried to stop him and his guards, they started slaughtering everyone. It didn't matter if they were Brotherhood or a townsperson. It's like he's gone crazy. Please speak to him. We're unable to stop him. Why is Raytamon attacking his own people? We have no clue. It makes no sense. That's why I've come to you. You have to help us talk any sense to him. I'll talk to him and see what I can do. Thank you, Fatebinder. He is with Saretha in the center of town. He must be brought to his senses before more innocent people die. Okay, so my quest right now: Blood and Bronze. Speak to him. Symphony of the Forge. I can't really. Well, she may still be alive. And then Stirring Visions. Examine the mysterious rubbing. I'm just gonna let that one linger. Just gonna let that one sit. No comments needed. I'm assuming the center of town is over here. Yeah, dead people everywhere. Where'd this guy be?
Can't do that.
There he is. Stand down, Saretha. If you do not let me pass, I'll kill you just as I have every other pile of shit in this town. Why are you doing this, Raytamon? The townsfolk were innocent, and you were killing your own men. Have you gone insane? Watch your tongue, Saretha, unless I split it for you. I know you and Welby have been plotting against me behind my back. Extreme measures are needed to ensure your plans never come to fruition. I've got what I need. Now it's time for me to get to work. You will pay for your insolence, and Kairos will pay for trying to take Lethian's Crossing from me. This town belongs to me, and no one else will have it. Plotting against you? Welby and I have done no such thing. What is best for the Brotherhood and Lethian's Crossing? This is our home. You have doomed innocents to a horrible death because your pride won't allow you to let the town go. You must stop. I'm here. I want to stay here as much as you do, but what you're doing is absolute madness. Give me that helmet. Absolutely not. If a few expendables had to die for me to get what I need, so be it. And it is clear to me that Welby's betrayal has infected you. Goodbye, Saretha. Farewell, Saretha. You have served me well, but you are no longer needed. Oh, my mind's got an axe. She's got something on her, though. Amateur mistake, not looting the body. Ooh. Ooh. I will certainly take an exquisite warhammer, and I've got just the person who might want to use it. And that's going to become your prime weapon. No, not that. I do think I'm going to rest really quick before I go chasing him around. One, because there's a camping supplies up over here. And two, because I don't want them to have wounds right now. It's fine for her to have wounds because she does more damage, but it does affect like your skills and whatnot if you have wounds. I want to go loot this real quick and then I'll see where I need to go. You must not be allowed to leave Lethian's Crossing. Oh, I didn't want to close the map. I didn't even know you could close the map. Wasn't the map a little bit smaller than this before? I feel like it was. I've been missing out on this whole, on like an extra feature this whole time. I don't know if I want to keep points of interest on. I feel like I want it to go back to the way it was. Oh well, we have big map now. Siren will begin singing whatever songs your song is a series of stanzas that produce different effects. As one stanza ends, this effect will linger, overlapping with the effect of the next stanza. You can change Siren's current song by selecting her and choosing a new song from her song interface. Okay, so she just sings the songs the whole time.
Can't do that.
He ran this way, so I wonder if he's going up towards the old walls entrance. Either that or he's trying to leave town, like, out the front. Let's go check over here first. Doesn't look like he's going there. So let's come down over here. How do I change the map back? I liked my map the way it was, and then I ruined it. I messed it all up. He's not over here. Did he come down over here?
Can't do that.
He must not be allowed to leave Lethian's Crossing. Maybe he went down to this boat over here? This dock? Oh, there we go. I probably should have quick saved. Look who's here, but just a bit too late, aren't you? Now that I have the Mage Bane and the Forgebound Master, nothing can stop me from unleashing Bane on Lethian's Crossing. Then Zedenya growls and takes a step towards Raytamon, who jumps back and puts up his hands in front of him. You notice one of his eyes is black and his nose is bleeding. You motherless cur. As soon as I free myself, and make no mistake, I will free myself. Your blood will join your underlings on my armor. It will take no more than a hammer to my head to take me down. It will take more than a hammer to my head to take me down, coward. Using your men as a distraction, you know you are no match for me. With that Bane free, I will prove that the Bronze Brotherhood are the only ones strong enough to protect Lethian's Crossing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a town to endanger, so I can save it. Some real James Bond stuff there, bro. Some real Syndrome stuff. So everyone's special? No one will be. Look at all these guys trying to hurl hammers at me. There. I don't... Oh no, I do want this. Let's see what this looks like. And you, I definitely need you to still buff her. How did you take damage?
Maybe they'd like to hear a song.
Alright, that Baldur thing is sweet. You, please heal our beast, if you would, please. Actually, go for that guy. Go for that guy as well.
I'm wounded.
Can you take a potion? Please do. Ah. Thank you, Lantry. You are a lifesaver.
Will do.
Alright, I mean, we're getting stuff figured out. We need to do a little bit better in battle, but... 2 wounds. 2 wounds. Look. Okay, I can't raise that up anymore. So let's go ahead and raise his quickness up some more. I think I do want to get to this. So let's upgrade his gifted vigor. That should help. Who's want me to talk to? Ask Eldian. Where is Eldian? Moonrise District. I found him in the forge place earlier, so maybe that's where he'll be. Does it say here? No, I can't go in there.
Can't do that.
Where is Eldian? Is he down over here? It's possible. Or he could be in his house. That seems the most likely. Siren's cool, but I might just switch her back for Verse here in a little while. I'm not using her very well, for sure. And Verse at least provides some melee pressure outside of kills in shadow.
Sorry, can't.
So we'll see. We shall see. Probably head back to my spire after this is all over anyway. Fatebinder, come in. I was just told the news that the Magebane helm has disappeared. This is terrible. What happened just now? I've heard fighting out there. Are there any more of them? Ragemon stole the Magebane helm and captured Zendaya. I was just beginning to believe we were finally safe, but a celebration planned before its time will no doubt become awake. And without Zendaya, there's no chance of getting another helm. My friends, please go back to your homes for now. The Fatebinder is taking care of the invaders. This can't be happening. It just can't. Fatebinder, come speak to me before you leave Lethian's Crossing. I have some, let's say, special supplies you'll be interested in seeing. I hate to add a request upon a request, Fatebinder, but I would ask one more thing of you. The recent attack was horrific, and there are a lot of folks that are in a bit of trouble now. Lahara lost some of her men in the attack. She was stretched thin before it all, so I'm sure she's going to need all the help she can get. Since townsmen have also gone missing, I've no doubt your assistance could be useful to all of them. So if it wouldn't be too much trouble, please ask the townsfolk if they need your help. I know we have no right to ask this of you, but I know you can help where no one else can. At the risk of sounding like Lord, I told you so, Archon of the Obvious, and what Kairos' name was the long-term plan. They just leave the Magebane sitting out in the open. Unless they were willing to commit armed guards day and night, it was just asking for someone to steal it. Yes, I was going to say the same thing. Wards are easily overcome, and after that, the helmet is just there for the taking. Shame. It might have even worked. For a moment, I thought I was being overly cynical. Glad to see my cynicism is entirely average for this group. The safety of the settlement is all that matters to me. I hope we're of some similar minds on this. Fatebinder, since you're clearly capable of handling threats, otherworldly or not, I'll see to it that the old walls remain open to you. The passageway leading to the base of the spire will be unsealed upon your return. If accessing it can help you in any way, please use it. I know we're asking a lot, Fatebinder. If there's anything I can do to help you, just ask. Ask some questions. Where might he have taken him? The Brotherhood doesn't like to stay in one place for too long, so I can't easily point you in one location, I'm afraid. Haven's full of thick forested caravan routes and river crossings. They like to make themselves at home at places that like that for days at a time. And then, just when word reaches travelers of their whereabouts they pick up and move on. Crafty fellows. I doubt Raytamon would continue that routine with Zendaya and Magebane in tow, though. Rumor has it that he sometimes moves through the old walls, which, on account of it being absolutely daft, probably means it is true. This is a long-winded way of me saying that I'm in the dark here. Sorry, Fatebinder. How are the settlers faring? Not well, I'm afraid. There's some tension here and there with the Brotherhood, but by and large, they've never attacked people in the settlement. They've actually had their fair share of admirers here, believe it or not. Well, we're at least a dozen dead, more wounded. Most folks stayed inside and got out of harm's way, but everyone's rattled. The attack didn't make a lick of sense. Who's to say that Raytamon might not return for more? Yeah, we'll go ahead and speak to Harachand Bronze.
Sorry, can't.
It's always a mess for me to clean up, right? Have to keep the freaking Archons under control all throughout the conquest. Then they can't put down the rebellion, so I have to go do that. I do end up with a pretty sweet spire, though. And then I come here to Lethian's Crossing, and they're all like, everything's fine, don't you worry about it. We're just going to put this helmet here. Then douchey McDoucheface comes along and steals the helmet, and now everything's gone to crap. I found Halachand over here, I believe. The guy I extorted earlier. Fatebinder, thank you for coming. I'm sorry we couldn't speak under better circumstances. At your service, what can I do for you? You said you wanted to see me? Yes, you know. At first I wondered if you were the one I was supposed to talk to, since you didn't mention anything to me the last time we spoke. You can never be too careful, especially when the voice of Narat is involved. It's bad enough we weren't able to talk before, but now this is simply unacceptable. I sent notice to Narat regarding the theft and kidnapping. While I await response, you should be searching for the Forge-bound master. If we can recover her, Narat is bound to be more forgiving. Speaking as someone who dealt with Narat for some time, I recommend you sort this mess out immediately. After you do, you might want to think about offering an offering or two to appease the boss. You know, the kind he loves most, fascinating personalities. I can guarantee you that he'll want to speak to this Raytamon fellow. Eldian, too, come to think of it. That old man's rather attuned to the comings and goings of this place. Better that he share such wisdom with the voices, right? Or would I even begin to look for him? I'm not sure. I've heard reports of the Brotherhood hiding inside the old walls, but I don't think you should run headlong into what could be a large Brotherhood force. They've also recently been seen in the vicinity of Deserter's March. It might be a good idea to check that out first and see if you can gather any information about the Brotherhood inside the old walls. Can you tell me about that? Nothing really, I'm sorry. If I can't sell there, I have no reason to go there. Eldian will be able to tell you. This is his home. She just leveled up. And I'm going to keep pumping her full of vitality. And then probably resolve after that. Actually, I have a trinket that gives +1 to resolve that I should probably give to her. Greatly increases one-hand weapon damage. That seems good. Reduces skill penalty from being wounded. That also seems good, especially when I have the damage bonus while wounded thing. In this stance, damage taken is increased. Okay, damage taken goes up, but you also get a big boost to endurance and melee damage. Gotcha. Gain a permanent health bonus and reduction to all incoming frost damage. Permanent health bonus would be nice. I don't know if I need to... Okay, actually I might end up taking that. Pack leader increases the number of enemies that she can engage. That also seems pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the health bonus, and then I'm probably going to take this one next. Go to Deserter's March. Alright, since she doesn't have any wounds, I'm going to go ahead and heal to get rid of Siren's wounds.
Can't do that.
Yeah, let's go talk to Halogen Bronze really quick about Deserter's March. Not Halogen Bronze, Eldian. So I may try to capture Raytamon and bring him to the voices. Can you tell me about Deserter's March? It's an empty, desolate, and swampy. People don't normally go there, which is why the Brotherhood use it for travel. There's less of a chance of running into someone on the road. If Raytamon is heading there, he's likely to be using the march to get there. Okay. That didn't provide any information all that useful, but at least we double-checked. So yeah, we'll go ahead and go there before we go to the old walls, I think. So, okay, what's our long-term plan here? We know the voices are definitely conspiring for themselves, and we have plenty of evidence to that fact. And I've been trying to align myself with Tunon, not with the voices of Narat, so we're probably going to turn on him when the trial happens, for sure. I don't know if we're going to find all that much against Graven Ash, especially since we don't get a chance to interact with the Disfavored all that much. That may change if we're able to do that third mission to go out towards their area. There's something to loot over here. Ah, bodies. Heavy armor. So yeah. Worlds. This is where we got ambushed, I think. Let's go to Deserter's March. I also haven't trained in like forever. That's fine, I guess. Yeah, get that trap, girl. That was funny. I'm gonna loot this body real quick and quick save. Definitely want to hit myself with a save. Are those disfavored troops? Torn Leather's Faults, Baldur, and a crude map. Okay. Maybe we'll pit one of these guys against each other. Up here. Kind of looks like that's the case. Raytamon is a murderer, a thief, and a coward. How can you stand with him? He went too far. Death is inevitable in war, but slaughtering innocent settlers? What possible reason could he have had to kill them? They were regrettable but necessary deaths. Raytamon needs the helmet if he wants to keep Lethian's crossing out of Cairo's hands. Necessary? Do you hear what you're saying? That was slaughter, and now the crossing is vulnerable. If the helm isn't returned, the Bane will overwhelm it. You should settle this by fighting each other. No, there's been too much death already. Fatebinder, I implore you to help us. I want to avoid more bloodshed, if at all possible. But what if you just fought each other? Well met, Fatebinder. I wish we could speak at length, but we don't have the luxury of time. Right now, the important thing is to convince Myrek that Raytamon doesn't have anyone's best interest in mind, and his insatiable need to be the victor is going to kill us all. Was Raytamon with the Forge-bound Master? If I only knew, I might have been able to prevent this. Raytamon has become increasingly unstable since Cairo's forces tried to take Lethian's crossing from him. Perhaps he means to better arm the Brotherhood. We could always use quality weapons, so getting a hold of Forge-bound iron would be an exciting prospect. With Kairos' forces on the move, that would be welcome. I've been stationed in Deserter's March for some time now, and I've seen a growing number of Kairos men in the area. Something is going to happen. It's going to happen soon. I was reporting every sighting to Raytamon, telling him that it was no longer safe to stay here with all the disfavored around, but Raytamon wouldn't hear of leaving. It's only a matter of time before they show up in force and kill all of us. Last time I heard anything from Raytamon, he was talking about extreme measures to keep Lethian's Crossing out of Kairos' hands. With the theft of the Mage Bane helmet, I think Raytamon is planning on using the Bane. I don't know how, and I'm terrified to see what he will do. Do you know where I might find him? No idea. No, we might be mercenaries, but we aren't murderers. Myrek is a loyalist, so he follows Raytamon's orders without question, no matter how crazy they are. Myrek isn't an evil person. He just has a hard time thinking for himself, and he's easily manipulated. I will speak to Myrek. Okay. Raytamon doesn't trust you, Fatebinder. Why should I listen to anything you have to say? Because we can find a peaceful solution. If that were possible, Raytamon would have already found a way, but you are welcome to try, no matter how futile the effort. Why are you in Deserter's March? Raytamon has left me here to retrieve any soldiers I can find. I assumed that would include Locke, but apparently I was wrong. The penalty for disloyalty is death. So if Raytamon sent you, you know where he is. Even if I had that information, because why would I tell you? Because it's important that I find him. No, I don't trust you or your motivations. I won't tell you. Why did Raytamon take the Forgemon Master? I don't ask, I just do. If you need to know why he wanted it, he will have to tell you, and he doesn't want to talk to you. How can you follow a man who kills so indiscriminately? They must have been traitors to the Bronze Brotherhood. Otherwise, Raytamon wouldn't have killed them. That has to be the reason. He invaded Lethian's Crossing and attacked everyone, including his own men. We're in the middle of the war. People die. Perhaps they betrayed him. Perhaps they tried to mutiny. We don't know his true motivations. He looks to the side, and you can tell he doesn't really believe his own words. Do you think he's a good leader? Yes! I know everything he does will be good for everyone. We have to trust him. Locke thinks that he's acting in his own self-interest. No, what he's doing is best for Lethian's Crossing. Isn't he? Yes, he must be. There must have been traitors to the Bronze Brotherhood. Otherwise, Raytamon wouldn't have killed them. That has to be the reason. It's getting me nowhere. Punch him. He was right about you, Fatebinder. Eh. I tried. Sort of. Thrust to get me out of there. Okay, you're already trampling. That rhyme spike is sweet. Not that. That. Go ahead and buff her up.
Take care of it.
And then explosive shot.
That attack didn't work.
Alright, now that I'm on my AoE game. I had hoped to avoid the bloodshed. He didn't need to die, but there was no other way this could have ended. Raytamon needs to pay for what he has done to his people. If you want to find Raytamon, search Myrek. If anyone knows where that madman has gone, he would. Heavy armor and Old Wall's keystone. That's one of the keystones Raytamon uses to enter the Old Walls at Twin Rivers. If Myrek has a keystone, Raytamon must be there. Okay, so he's been sneaking into the Old Walls in the using the back way, it looks like. Leather, fine. Okay. Fine one-handed mace. Fine throwing dagger. Just make sure I try to sort of find everything. There's no reason not to. Other than, you know, time. But who cares about time? That's good enough. Twin Rivers. Alright, we're at the Twin Rivers, but we will carry on with this next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like it, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Tell me how you would have saved those guys instead of fighting them to the death in that last battle. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.